Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Good and you.
Great, thank you.
That's good. So today I'm coming to do a basic interview to get to know you as a character, as a person, and as a teenager that lives in New York. So introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about your background and your family.
Okay, so my name is Kiara Nevis. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised here. I'm 19 years old, going to be 20 in a couple of weeks. Um, my family is from Puerto Rico and Salvador, and I live with my mother, my mother, my grandmother, and my sisters. That's all.
How does it feel to experience a close relationship with your grandma?
So my grandmother, no, I won't say pretty much. I say she did raise me for my whole life since I was a baby. So it's like, I never really like saw her as a grandma. I always saw her like, as my mom in a sense. And my mom my actual mom, I saw her as mom, of course, but I saw my grandma as my mama. That's why I call her for that very reason.
Thank you for that. So you are the middle sibling, the older sibling. Tell me more about that.
I'm the oldest out of four kids. Yeah, four of us. Is me, the oldest, 19. My other sister, Miranda, which is 15 years old. And then my brother, Jeremiah, which is 14. And then the youngest of them all is my sister, Delani, which is 14 as well.
Okay, that's very good. So you are the oldest. Tell me, how does it feel to be the older sibling?
Well, it's kind of like, I don't know, like it's like a lot of responsibilities you gotta take over when you are the oldest sibling. Like, it's not really like you like enjoying yourself as a kid or a teenager or as adult. Because in a sense, it's younger people is looking like not over you, like looking at you as like their as the leader in a sense. So like you can't do a mess up without them looking at it as if it's okay for them to do it as well. They really learn from your mistakes because they think it's okay since they see like no their bigger sister, their role model, doing the same thing, so make it seem like it's okay for them to do it as well. So it kind of makes it feel like a lot on your shoulder because like you gotta act like a certain way for your siblings could be great in the future. So like pretty much you have to be like the parent and somehow the second parent to your siblings. So it's like you can't really enjoy yourself if you think about it as the oldest sibling. Yeah, as the oldest, yeah. Just you gotta make sure. Sometimes like since my mother is a single, since my mother is a single mother, you know, and my father is a single dad.
Mm-hmm.
So like like when they need my help with my siblings, like I have to be there. Like I have to be the second in command. Like I can't like I can't play around because I gotta make sure my siblings are safe, basically. So I can't like enjoy myself, like be in my room playing with my toys. Like I have to like watch to them, make sure like they don't choke or anything like that, or like they fed or bathe. So like like I just need to watch over them constantly growing up, making sure like they having that childhood that I wasn't really able to enjoy in a sense.
So technically, you are the adult in this situation. You are not a teenager. You are an adult that's taking care of their sisters, their siblings.
Yes.
Technically. So tell me, how does it feel to be in this place? Like, because you told me that you're 19, You're gonna be 20, so you're not still like over it. You're not still like an adult yet, but you're not also like a regular teenager, because like you taking all these responsibilities and all of this pressure. So how does it feel to be in the middle of all of these two situations?
So I don't know. It's like it's weird in a sense because like you just said, like I'm not really a teenager anymore, but nor am I an adult yet. Like I have certain responsibilities as an adult, but I'm still treated like from my family or people in general as a teenager due to my age. So like like it's like one thing, like it's a yes from one thing and a no from the other. It's never like you can really enjoy yourself. Like for one, like obviously like I'm not legal to drink yet or to do certain things, but I'm legal to vote.
Mm-hmm.
So like in a sense, like how can someone that's 18 be able to vote? That's kind of more responsibility because like we letting someone run our country when we don't know that much about them, since we just came out of school in a sense. Like we just started life. Like yeah, like we just started having that tough life. Paying bills, having jobs, kids happen. So like we having like responsibility and asking someone to run our country when we don't even know what's going on in our life.
Yeah.
But then we're not able to enjoy ourselves by drinking to make ourselves feel calmer, because I don't know why we can't do it, but we're just not able to.
Yeah, like in other states, it's legal actually to drink. Like, you don't need to be 21. You don't have to be 20. But here in New York is for another race. But I feel I really appreciate that part. And I'm gonna ask you something more. Like you said, like 18, we start getting jobs and all of this responsibility.
Yeah.
Do you work? What type of work do you have?
Well, I work 3 jobs.
3 jobs.
Correct. I work at Key Food in the afternoon, UPS in the mornings, and Taco Bell
Sometimes,
overnight.
That's a lot.
So pretty much it's like UPS is probably around like 4 o'clock in the morning to like 9 in the morning, and then Key Food is like in the afternoon. I start work around like 1 or 2 o'clock. It varies on like how like they schedule me. And then afterwards, I go to Taco Bell, which sometimes that starts around like 12 o'clock in the night. So it just varies in how like everything works in a sense with scheduling with all those 3 jobs.
And you go to school too, right?
Yes, I go to Barrow Manhattan Community College.
Oh, BMCC.
Correct.
Beautiful. You have a lot of pressure. Like it's not easy to have 3 jobs and freaking go to school. Like it's really really hard, and I understand. Like how do you manage that? Your time management. Like that's really important.
Time management. I don't have a good thing for that because like like the only reason why I'm doing this is just like I have a drive. Like I have like something I want to get somewhere, so I have to work for extra hard for it. So like I have something to look forward in life. So like I can't really say like I can't really say like like how I do it because I don't know how. I just know like this is what I want, and if this is what I want, I have to sacrifice certain things to get where I want to go in life. Basically, sometimes you can't hang out with friends anymore like you did like back in high school or like on your free time, because like now like you in the real world now, it's no more having fun, enjoying yourself. Like now it's just like paying bills, work, basically those stuff, like like how you gonna do simple stuff now. And the last thing in your mind is sadly is when is the next time you're gonna see your family. it's always like, how is it gonna be like? How is it gonna be like at work tomorrow? Like, is it gonna be like the same as today, or it's gonna be worse, it's gonna be better? Like, the last thing on their mind is their family or themselves, and that should be their main priority. But it's not, because work just takes basically everyone's life away. Honestly, if you think about it, and school too. Like, how can you handle one job already with school? Being a full-time student and handling a part-time job, that's really hard enough. So with 3 jobs and then being a full-time student, it's kind of like, when we ever have time to sleep? That's just like the important question. It's not like seeing your family, like, when can you sleep or eat? There's no more anything now. Just eat, wake up, work, sleep.
Yeah. All of this responsibility, like, what's the reason, the purpose? Like, you are taking all of these jobs, plus you're taking care of your sister. Like, why are you putting all of this pressure on your shoulder? What's your goal? Like,
One word: freedom.
Freedom. Okay.
Where I could stop having all these responsibilities
In the future, right?
Yeah, like, like, I love my family, I love my sisters, but, sometimes you just want to be by yourself, or just not even by yourself. Like, you just want to, like, enjoy your time without worrying about others. Like, just worry about, be selfish, basically. Like,
Yeah, for the first time.
Like, okay, like, they're okay now. I don't need to worry about them. Now it's time for me to enjoy myself. I did my part to make sure they're okay. Now it's my part to take care of myself. Because, like, sometimes, I don't know, there's a lot of, like, young adults, I should say, like, sometimes they feel trapped because you're not in the right age limit, in a sense, in this world. Like, once you hit 18 through 20, those are the messed up years, because you don't know where you are in the world. You're just basically floating around in the teenage and adulthood, because you don't belong in the teenage years no more, but nor do you belong in adulthood. You're just floating there until, like, I guess God makes his decision what he wants to do with you, in a sense. I think I should say better, like, it's okay to give up on certain things if you feel like it's gonna benefit you in your life. It's like, it's okay to disappoint certain people in your life, because the main person that you need to satisfy is yourself. Just make sure, like, you're doing this for you, and the only reason why is for you. Like, don't be doing this for somebody, like, to make them proud of you, because, like, how you make someone else proud of you when you're not even proud of yourself? Until you be proud of yourself, then you make other people happy. Just, like, just keep on doing what you need to do in life to get to the place you need to be at, where you feel like it's more successful for you, in a sense. Just do your own thing.
Thank you so much, Kiara, for this interview, and I appreciate I appreciate your opening to us and expressing your emotions, your feelings, your advice, how you're feeling, and I feel like you're gonna make a big impact by this interview. You know why?
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of people are gonna be represented by you. Like, they're gonna use you as a symbol of stuff that they go through too. And I really appreciate that. And you can say bye.
Bye, Yuri's class.
And thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys.
See you.
See ya.